What's going on, Pisces? Welcome to my channel and to your August love reading. You are last but not least. I saved the best for last. You guys have a fun energy this month. I like it. You're feeling all bubbly and happy, and I'm glad that you guys came out of Cancer season and into Leo season with such grace. Some people did not so much. So hopefully you guys came through that. It was not as easy for me. I personally had a rough go there. For those of you who are new to my channel, I appreciate you taking the time to check me out. If you like how I do things, go ahead and comment. Hit subscribe and comment. Let me know that you became a subscriber, and you can also comment giveaway. I will get you an answer to a question for free, and I will get you set up in my giveaway if you are interested, okay? And those of you who are returning, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I'm so glad to be here. I didn't know if I was going to see you guys again because I got my channel hijacked for a couple weeks, and I was like kind of panicking, but took a deep breath and let it go to the universe there, and here we are. I'm so happy to be back with you guys, and absolutely thrilled. So thank you guys for all of your support, and those of you who reported the situation, and some of you went off on this lady, and it was really awesome and heartwarming to see so many supporters. You guys are amazing. I love each and every one of you for all of your dedication and just your support. That was awesome to see that. So I also wanted to say thank you to my buddy Crafty Tarot for giving me some moral support through all of that. That was not an easy situation for me, so I appreciate you. I do. And other than that, if you guys are wanting to kind of release some of that negative energy, absorb positive energy, I do these readings outside so that you can do just that. Alright, absorb, manifest, heal, whatever you need to do. Alright, darlings, this is a general reading going over love. We're going to talk about where things are headed, how your person's feeling about you, overall, what is, the issue and what to do about it. That's kind of what I wanted to take a peek at. Alright, we're going to do one more shuffle here. And then there will be an extended available to take a look at the overall outcomes, messages from them, actions to take. So if you're interested in the extended, take a look. That information's down below. If you guys are wanting to get a private reading, I do have some specials going on this month, guys. And right now, from now to the 4th of August, I do have a 30-minute for $20, but I have some others going on as well. So check those out. All right. And this is based off of energies and behaviors, attitudes, and thoughts of you and the people around you today. Okay, guys? So that's what this is based off of. If you want to make a big decision or you need specifics to your general deal, okay, reach out and get a private reading. All right. Okie dokie, guys. If you need to regenerate, all right, or rebalance those chakras, because it's been kind of a wild couple months, reach out and let me know. I do have a rebalancing chakra line. It is absolutely phenomenal, and it does the job tremendously, okay? Otherwise, guys, welcome to Flippin' Leo season. I'm so happy to be here. Like I said, July was rough. So Leo season should be a lot more playful energy. Having some good times coming out of some of that intensity, because I feel like you have a little bit, although you're in a fun energy. It's interesting. So you're handling whatever's going on pretty well. All right. Now, I did owe about 100 of you guys, of my subscribers, an answer to some questions, a free reading. And I did not get to you. If you are one of them, comment and let me know, and I'll get you taken care of, okay? Check me out on Earthly Energies 1111 on Instagram, guys. I have my specials and my updates there. And other than that, yeah, I will try my best to get back to you guys. Just comment if I owe you a reading and I promised you one and I didn't get to you, okay? All right, lovelies, let's get into this and see what's going on here. We've got the Four of Swords here for the overall kind of situation. And for those of you who are really wanting I know some of you are wanting like something other than love, okay? I do have those coming up. Next week I've got love, I've got health, I've got finance, other relationships, things like that, okay? Okay. Bear with me on the mosquitoes, guys. I got a week left. They're awful. Just stare at the mountain if they're bugging you. I'm trying to deal with it. But I have to do this outside. It's just my thing. It's just my thing. You know you love it. It's the way it needs to be. Nature, right? All natural. What am I feeling here? I'm trying, guys. I'm sorry. I'm feeling something. I'm trying to get this right here. Alright, so let's take a look at the past and the future here. Four of Swords came out as far as the overall energy, or overall situation, rather. And the problem is the world. So it's taking on something. A very big task is underway here. Jeez, alright. Empress at the bottom of the deck. Empress also came out as far as advice goes. Let's see what's going on here, okay? So we've got the Four of Swords. As far as the situation, you're resting on a relationship, concept of a relationship, maybe the control regarding a relationship, but you are releasing some type of a way you were just sitting on this. It was like you were like preparing quietly to deal with this, okay? You've just been in contemplation mode, and I feel like for some of you, you've taken some action and are now sitting and kind of just in your analyzation stage, and others of you, I feel like you've stepped away from a past situation or a past energy so that you can really embrace something new here. But I feel like you're coming away from this resting period is what this is about. You've been in this kind of contemplation mode. If you just broke it off with somebody or somebody made some kind of a clear indication of something, you are sitting kind of in this mode of, okay, let's see what's out there for me, okay? The world is out there, and that's really what that's what you're establishing right now. So it's not an issue, it's not a problem, but it's the situation as of now. It's establishing that, so taking that initiation. It's kind of tough sometimes when you've been kind of sitting in a particular mode of observation mode or planning mode or whatever, and to get into that next step. But this is about you are integrating what you've just learned, everything that you just went through and developed and gained, understandings that you have, perspectives, the higher vibrations that you're in, all of that all built you up to this moment to where now you're integrating all of that into the next phase of your life. Okay, you've completed that old deal, and now we're coming into a beautiful new accomplishment of involving all of that, okay, and just achieving the next level of success in your life. In the past, there was some type of a relationship, okay? It could have been an indication that you were really looking for, like, the one. You put a lot out there, you dedicated yourself to this relationship, and things just got into a position where all you wanted was a celebration. You just wanted to have a good time, but the other person you were dealing with or working with was just struggling with that happening. Yeah, you were wanting happiness in the situation, but the person you were with was just having a hard time. It could have been with just emotions. It could have been with a third party situation. Didn't necessarily come out in reverse. So it could have just been that they weren't seeing eye to eye with you in that particular way, in that emotional way that you were wanting. But in the future, you get to express yourself in the way that you ultimately like to do, which is very fulfilling. It's a very filling type of an energy that you like to give. You're just kind of all in it. You like to give your all. You like to give your best. You like it to be perfectly satisfactory for the person of your interest. And that's what you kept giving, but you just were not getting that expression back. It's like you were healing others, okay, my empath, but you weren't gaining that healing back. So it was just so draining for you. And the universe was like, nah, we're not going to do that anymore. That Empress that was you were dealing with, that's no longer the energy that you are dealing with anymore. Okay, that smothering energy that was just taking all of that from you. All right, you're coming into a place where you get to experience and enjoy what that reciprocation of emotion is supposed to be about. We've got the Empress and the Wheel, so something's turning in motion and change here. And the universe is giving you advice to go with the flow with this one, because there's someone coming into your life that makes you feel very fulfilled, and it's kind of is helping you kind of get into your senses and make you feel abundant when it comes to your emotions, and they kind of give you a perspective of what it's really meant to be about, or what it could be, or gaining some understanding on the qualities that you really find attractive, and they also recognize some of those things in you. You recognize your worth from this. the wheels start cranking on actually what you might have been missing in the past, and what you were sitting on may not have been all that much, because really what's out there is so much. There's so much out there. It's not as limiting as you may have thought it was. There's lots of options, okay? But it's possible that the person you're dealing with had to see that, oh, you're not going to tolerate not being treated with complete respect, and you do want to have a constructive and positive and beautiful, loving energy that is, it's healthy, has healthy boundaries, and it's very equal when it comes to reciprocation. Okay, let's take a look at where this is headed. We've got the Queen of Wands wants to pop out in the reverse here. The Magician in the reverse, and the Hangman. Okay, Queen of Wands for where this is headed. So, whoever you're dealing with that had like this, I am just the shit attitude or whatever was going on there. They thought they were just on top of a pedestal. That very clear. The universe comes in and gives them a little 2x4 in the head there that says, no, you're really not. And you get a boost here. I need to clarify, but you get a boost here. That change that they have, whether it's just energy, you don't even talk to them, hear them, it's just a feeling, it's just an energy shift. You could definitely feel that once, and this could just be you, once you make this initiation where you are not resting anymore and you take action, even if it's just a realization or an understanding or a commitment that you're making towards yourself, towards better or whatever, that shift automatically, I mean, almost immediately puts you into a position of no longer dealing with the illusion, and puts you into a place of power, okay? They no longer have that carrot that they were dangling, okay? You took it back. Take it back. Refined yourself, you know, and gave, it's like you won the battle, and you got to have that piece of you back to where you can move forward with pure satisfaction and confidence. So this is not about having, sometimes this is about having a crisis. This is about having a moment to like, oh man, what do I really want? Everything's kind of going crazy. I'm stuck in this hangman position. What do I want? Well, what you want is what you want, and you need to define what you want. No one is here to tell you what you want but you. And so you, I feel like, really need to take a moment and write down pros and cons, you know, write down what your wish list is to the person that you ultimately would like to have, and put that wish out there. Utilize that energy and be very clear with your intentions, be very clear with what you want and what you desire, and make that initiation. It's the initiation of conscious awareness and knowing, and putting the attention and confidence into it. Unfortunately, if you are tricking yourself and deceiving the truth, then all you're going to do is continue to stay in this hangman position, okay? But take yourself into a place of power and consciousness and awareness, and you come out of that hangman position. So you can definitely keep pushing this into a direction of positive change as you continue to manifest through what your truths are. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is an indication of what needs your attention, okay? You need to get back onto your pedestal. You need to get back into your element. You deserve to have absolute true love and true abundance in this connection. This is a connection you take very seriously. You put your all into this, and you expect and deserve all of that to come back, and vice versa. It's a beautiful cycle. you had to know your worth. You had to come into terms with what you desire and putting your foot down on what you will take and what you will not. So those healthy boundaries that you established and that you made very clear, the universe is like, yes, good job, Pisces. Guess what you get now? By having faith, trusting in yourself, trusting in what you deserve, having that self-love, we are going to release this weight from you, and we are going to provide you with an even better opportunity, an even better option. Sweet. Overall outcome. If you allow, if you continue to move forward and bring yourself into a position of being in that, back into that energy that you always usually are, which is very loving, very kind, very giving, very generous, funny, philosophical, just a fun young energy. This is you, and that's where this is going. You're going back into a place, so stay there. The more you are in your element and in your energy, the more you don't let anybody else bring that down and dangle that carrot, you are quickly coming into a place of a new beginning, of a new you. Nice. I love this. Let's take a look at how this is going to play out as far as each zodiac here. We've got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Whoa. Too many cards. Libra. Thank you. Scorpio. Sag. Cap. Where are you, Cap? There you are. Aquarius and Pisces. Okay, if you're working with an Aries, okay, Pisces, the Fool card, a new beginning here, okay, you could be taking a leap of faith with a decision or an awareness of some kind when it comes to an Aries. This could be the end of something to get into something new, or a new beginning. Either way, positive opportunity to communicate. Whew, might be a little heavy here, okay, if you're working with a Taurus. They like to be very solid with things, okay? They don't like to veer away from things that can be a distraction when it comes to their main focus. So they really try to keep everything on the side until they can maintain that focus until it's completed. So they could feel a little bit of burden and heaviness when it comes to addressing this with you. Keep that in mind. The behaviors could reflect that. King of Swords. This is for Gemini. So if you're working for Gemini, if you're working with a Gemini, your interest is in a Gemini, there can be some honest communication happening this month. Clear consciousness, good opportunity to communicate some honest feelings here. So I feel like, not necessarily coming from the heart, but coming from the head. So expect some logic and not so much some emotion if you're working with a Gemini. Okay, this is for Cancers. Page of Swords. So again, truth and honesty coming out. Could be a little bit of, I'm feeling, what is that? Kind of smart ass, I guess, a little bit cocky. It could be someone that just has a little bit more of an immature approach to things, so keep that in mind, all right, with a little bit more patience with regards to that as they're moving through their higher vibrations, or trying to get there anyway. Okay, Leos, Ace of Pentacles, feeling great. So yeah, something good could be coming around with these Leos here with you. I feel like this sits very well in your month here. Somebody could be working really well with you if they're a Leo, whether it's relationship or friendship, providing a lot of that emotional security just because they are helping you kind of get back into your grounding position. So it allows for you to kind of see things in a better perspective emotionally and every other way too. So that's helping in a lot of different ways. Good work with Leos. So I feel like that's very constructive. A little bit of hermit mode here for the Virgos. So Virgos are definitely feeling within their element. They might be a little bit withdrawn and harder to read. Okay, so Just keep that in mind. If you're working with a Virgo, if something seems off or they're just like, what is the deal? This is kind of their month to kind of be in their element. So they could be going through a little bit of introspection and deep thinking as well. So it could also be a good indication where this might be a good time to talk, because if you can get it out, they're going to be pretty deep about that. Okay, shit with a Libra. Holy mate, I don't know what's going on with the Libras here. Libras are all about no bullshit. They are really focused on grounding, stability, deep, rooting themselves into truth and not illusion. So if anything is going on with a Libra, it's coming out. There's definitely some things that need to be expressed to move on. Like, I almost feel like definitely have this conversation this month. It's very much needed, and there are some things that maybe you're not completely aware of with regards to that. Okay. Justice. If you're working with the Scorpio, justice. Some kind of realization could be taking place with what you mean to a Scorpio, or vice versa. I also get the indication that if something is awry with a Scorpio, things are going to turn around and complete this month for you to feel that release and to feel like you can move on and get that reciprocation from whether it's them or the universe. It's one or the other, and it's going to be great. Okay, so there's going to be some serious balance that's going to happen this month with that. 5 of Pentacles. This is for a Sag. Okay, so if you're working with a Sag or you have a Sag in mind, they could be feeling a bit of that loss this month. So it could be a little bit more difficult to work or communicate with them. It could be coming from more of a place of emotion as opposed to their normal solid self. Okay, so you know what that means when it comes to a Sag. They definitely can be pretty heated. And in this case, I feel like there's a little bit more depression. And Sag and depression do not go well together, so nor does it with anybody. But when you have fire and depression, it doesn't make for a happy position to be in, or environment to be in. So I feel the need for closure and the need to communicate here. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. So Libras and Sages, definitely, let's communicate, okay? Let's get past this. You guys need to get past this month. That's it. Done. You guys don't need to sit in that energy anymore. Okay, Capricorns. We've got, is it the Capricorns? Yes, my bad. I'm sorry, guys. The World. We've got the World in the reverse. So Capricorns had a really rough go this last month. So they're coming out of that. If you're seeing like there's a little bit of a change in kind of the cycle they were going in, it's simply because they are regenerating right now, and coming into a place where they are in all of their elements. They're trying to kind of get back in that place of strength and satisfaction with it themselves, a position where they can continue to integrate kind of all of their little projects and pieces here. But July was pretty rough for some Capricorns. So if they're seeming a little bit out of sorts or disconnected, let them come back around, because they are feeling a little bit on the incomplete side of things and coming back into full circle with their energies here. Okay, so we have Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Where else was 9 of Cups? Did you have that? I guess not. Beautiful energy. Feeling great. So if you have an Aquarius that you're wanting to reach out to and communicate with, they're feeling good about you, you're feeling great about them. That's going to be a really nice communication, a really nice connection there. Having some fun with each other, having a few laughs, just having a good time. I like that a lot. Another Pisces here. If you're dealing with another Pisces, or you have an interest with another Pisces, definitely whatever needs to be addressed here, let that out, okay? Because I feel like you might be a little bit, what? if you're working with other Pisces, I don't know, things might not be going like the best. Okay, might not be incredibly positive. So I guess really what I'm feeling is to remember to be very loving and be, you know, try to come from an intuitive place. You might not be getting some, you know, the best news as well. There could be that you're wanting attention from this Pisces, but you're not getting it. And I feel like it's because Pisces right now are in a place where they just kind of want to get out and have fun. And so you might not be getting that 100% attention from the Pisces. And you could probably relate because you're also in that position of kind of having fun and just going out and doing things, being a little bit more flexible in the relationship department. So if you're working with another Pisces, depending on where they're at in that cycle, they could be feeling like, oh man, they're not paying me any attention. So if you're getting a little bit of funny emotions from another Pisces, that could be why. They're just feeling that disconnection as the two of you kind of separate to do your own thing and might come back around here at a later time. All right, now let's get a message from your guides. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. You have a lot of spiritual support, don't you? And be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show that you care. So when this does come around and you guys are, you know, you have that moment to communicate or to connect or to see things, or you're just kind of feeling in that energy of seeing things through, not only make a point to care about intentions, but mainly your intentions, okay? You have a lot of support around you, and you don't have to settle for less than you deserve. So see things from that fresh perspective, okay? Practice the compassion, and I feel like you guys are actually like in such a good position. You're really supportive for other people as well. Okay, I feel like you are helping some people around you to really see it's really interesting. It's like as you see things clearly, you also are able to help guide others clearly, almost immediately. It's like as soon as you see it, you're like, oh, I get it. I can actually explain that and talk about that. Very interesting. Just a quick learner there, aren't you? Understand how much support you have around you, and don't be afraid to see that you're not alone in this. I mean, it's going to give you an immense amount of strength and energy. Giving that care and that empathy back really brings you a huge amount of satisfaction. And seeing things from a fresh perspective is really only going to keep you in the right direction when it comes to relationships, okay? I hope that gives you some clarity for August. I'm going to get into your extended. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.